Brenda Garrison. And in my book, Love No Matter What, When Your Kids Make Decisions You Don't Agree With, I talk about the journey that my family, especially myself and my daughter Katie and I, are on as she spreads her wings and makes some decisions that we don't agree with, and the struggles that we have. And if you're a parent and you have kids over age 2, you're going to know that your kids are going to make decisions you don't agree with. It's not anything like what you thought it was going to be when you're bringing your baby home for the first time. And there's some wisdom in accepting that as a parent and knowing that, you know what, I can have my plans and I can have my dreams, but probably they're not going to come about the way I think they are. And the wise parent will lay those aside and embrace what God gives them, whether it be pretty all the time or not, which is not going to be, but just embracing the life that your child chooses and being involved in their lives. Our kids have made a lot of decisions that we didn't agree with, but they've made a lot of really awesome decisions as well. And Jean and I have been honored not only to be a part of our kids' lives, but to be involved, heavily involved in our kids' lives. They want us in their lives. And I think that became possible when I decided to put away the things that I thought were so important, the way things had to be done, and start to say, you know what? My kids, all of my girls are somebody very different from myself. And I want to be a part of their life, and I want to enjoy it with them and celebrate the person that God's made them to be. And we can do that in a couple of ways. We can practically be involved in their lives and stay that active role. Number one, be your kids' cheerleader. Be on their team. Just this week, Katie, she expressed she's just getting tired. This has been a really rough semester for her. And I told her on a quick phone call, she's just taken a couple times to call me between classes as she's walking. I said, Kate, you know what? I said, I can drive over. She's about 4 or 5 hours away. I said, I can drive over, spend the afternoon, spend the evening, come back the next morning. We'll hardly make a bump in your day, but just enough to give you a little quick encouragement. And she's like, no, Mom, you know what? I can do this. Let's just plan a phone call. So we planned a phone call. We had a good, nice long talk a couple of days later, but it was what she needed when she needed it. And I was really glad to give it to her. And I was really glad to be there for her in the way that she needed me to be her mom. Another thing that we can do is live in the moment. Don't let the past haunt you. Don't let the past take up residence in your guest room and just always be there saying, well, you know what? That's always there. It's always going to shadow the good stuff. Don't let it. Kick it out. The past is the past. It's been dealt with. It's gone. And then don't worry about the future. Will we ever have this time together? Things will never be the same. On and on. You can let the worry about the future rob you from today. And if anything I'm guilty of, that's it. It's like, oh, I always want the kids to be close. I always want this to happen. No. Enjoy today. They're here. They're visiting. 1 or 2 are here. They're all here, whatever. Enjoy the moments that you have with your kids because you really don't know what the future will hold. And then finally, I would say, keep praying. It is the most important thing you can do as a parent is to keep praying for your kids. It is the most influential way to influence their life and the most powerful thing we can do in their lives. So enjoy being in your kids' lives, whatever that looks like, and be the parent your kid needs by being what they need. You know, I am in process. My kids are in process. God is working in me, and I so appreciate the room God gives me to figure things out and his gracious patience with me. I want to always give that to my kids too. Give them room to figure things out. Give them grace. Give them patience. And if you want to see what that looks like and see life as it really is in the Garrison family, I'd love for you to visit my website. I like to think of it as my online living room, that you can just come there and hang out with me. I blog often, at least once a week. There's pictures you can catch up with us. You can link to my other social media and follow me even more and more every day and just see the silly things, the fun things we do, and also get really good practical advice for parenting, for your spiritual growth, and sometimes I even throw some home decorating tips in there as well.